They don't believe that this should have been addressed internally, and that, you know, not just party processes, but also considering the relationship you have with the governor, it should have been addressed internally before taking it to the newspapers, as he's been pointing out.
That is true. That is correct. I completely agree with the fact that, yes, I sent Mr. Governor a text. There's a particular line I didn't like in there. So, but that was because I was very, very pissed off. That, okay, how in the world? You kept on telling me you give me a free and fair platform. You even saw that you will not influence it in any way. And you asked me. I said, if you don't influence it, even this man that is running against me, he ran against me in 2011 for the same ticket. I defeated him with 252 votes. So, if not for the fact that the governor was assuring him, why would he have the guts again to start? Nothing has changed. These people are still very much alive, those who voted. And it's not as if I went to the Senate and people no longer like me. I had supported the party. I did everything to support the party. And the moment he got picked as governor, I sent him a text that I promised you, once you win the primaries, I am with you all the way. And that if I tell you I'm behind you, you don't have to look back. That is my nature. So I supported him, but that does not mean that if he doesn't do what is right, it is all of us that will pay for it. It's not himself. He's gotten the governorship ticket. It's the governor. So those of us left in the party, we need to be able to say, Mr. Governor, this is not right, if it is not right. Because he actually read out the list. I can give you the names of all, everybody in Ekiti. They can phone in. He didn't do it secretly. It was not a clandestine thing. He called a meeting and people made comments. But even the former senator said, oh, what the governor has suggested, he moved the motion that they should support it.
But
and it's supported.
Are you saying that Mr. Fale wasn't there, or he was not aware?
I don't know if he was there, but maybe, I mean, you know.
When let's confirm that you were in there. Did you have an inkling as to what was going to happen? That's why you didn't go?
No, I was not even invited anyway. I was traveling from Abuja, and they called me. I was going to Ekiti. And then I said, Mr. Governor had called them to a meeting. The chairman would normally call you. And there, he announced the names, and he announced the names of 3 House of Rep members.
That is the chairman of your own local government chapter?
The chairman of my local government called me. My ward chairman called me. And my ward chairman told me that he actually signed a list of delegates, that all of them from my constituency signed the list of delegates a week before the Congress. That was so. I said, the governor and I will enjoy reasonable relationship. Why would he go and pick delegates from my ward, from my constituency, without saying, Ayo or Senator, whichever he wanted to call me and say, this is what we're doing. Of course, there is consensus, is a way, within the party is possible. But a consensus will call everybody, every stakeholder, and say, let's do this because it's less expensive. But that didn't happen.
Senator Arisha,
Yes.
Are you bothered that you're losing your circle of influence within your ward and constituency?
You see, I have not even requested for any change of those people they selected. That is my ward. And I can assure you, there is nobody he's going to pick from my ward that will not vote for me. So, my quarrel is not about myself. We need to get this very, very straight. It's about the fact that these assembly people that are so angry, particularly in Ekoli, I can see a very, very popular, although I gladly now heard that he had been screened because he went ahead, he paid his money, and I heard most of them had been screened, for the assembly. So, and I can tell you, if I did not take the position I took, this is not what we'll be saying, because everybody would have cowed down. They would have grudgingly moved away from the process. And they will be waiting for us at the general election. So I'm happy that at least many of them picked up the courage, they submitted their forms, they went for screening, and there will be possibility for them to stand against the governor's candidate. It might be an exercise of futility because the governor has tremendous influence you know. So you can go out there, campaign for the people, give them money. That is all I'm saying. Follow the process. If you do not want to follow the process, you want to be dictatorial, then I will not be able to stomach that. That's it. There's nothing, you know, even though we've not spoken, but he's angry because of the text I sent to him. But he's the governor. So we have to work together since we are members of the same party.
You know, your party has always said that they have internal democracy, and if this is happening, I wonder what your party at the national level will be saying on this particular matter. If you have written the national chairman of the PDP, maybe by reaching out to people who can actually get to him, and even the president, what is the state of the situation as we speak concerning Ekiti World Congress?
Let me give you a scenario. What happened in Ekiti, the kind of election we had for the governor, has shot his profile so high that there is nothing a lesser mortar can be saying with the party at this point in time to count. So, and for us, I'm not even worried about that. What I've asked for, and I understand some people have spoken to him, he's saying that, yes, if I win in the primaries, that's it. So, I don't have any personal issues with them. It is just a question of the fact that, look, I don't want to go wrong so early. Because one, he's no longer running for election. And we don't have it's not only one party that we have in Ekiti. We have very close margins in many of those local governments. And I do not want us to go into this election and start struggling again. So for us, that was what informed my own disagreement. So for me, I don't know, I think somehow, a few things have been corrected now. And the moment he does that, he takes everybody as his own party person, as a subject. You are the governor.
How is this crisis different from what you're facing, or what other senators are crying foul at or crying foul against at the national level?
Well, it's not really too different. It's just the process. You see, I believe in most of those senatorial districts, they went to Congress, the governors had their way, but they had a Congress. But in my own case, there was no Congress. That is my own...
that's your grouse?
That's my grouse.
You believe that if there was a Congress, you would have won, or you would have been in control of a particular structure in your area?
No, you see, my kind of politics is a little bit different. I do my best for everyone within my community. And I know that once you go to an election, whoever emerges as a delegate, if I have not touched that person, I would have touched somebody close to that person. So I wasn't really that perturbed. But in a situation where you ask other people to come and write, at a stage, after this crisis started, the governor now called some of the leaders to come and vet the list from their respective local governments. He never asked me to. You know, so for me, I know he's now taking it as a personal quarrel between the two of us.
Anyway, we'll come back to you, because we have to look at this and draw comparison with what we have seen in times past, especially maybe even in the Second Republic, the NPN era, the UPN era, and even when we had a two-party system, SDP and the NRC, and how effective were the chairmen and the governors, and how detached they were at that point in time compared to what we have now. That's after this break, and we'll return then. Stay with us.
Yes.